As many of you know, I'm on the carnivore diet, but a few people have asked me, are my children also on the carnivore diet? And the answer is no, they're not. I'm still feeding them, you know, their typical normal meals that I make them. I pretty much always cook from scratch, and I thought I would share with you the meals that we are having, well, the children are having this week, just our evening meals. At the moment I am in the process of making a sausage meat and onion pie, and I'm going to serve that with some potatoes and peas. I've made a pie crust and I've used lard in here, some flour and some water and a bit of salt, that's it. And normally I do a base for the pie as well, but today I'm really running late, so I'm just going to do a top. And then so over here we've got the sausage meat and onion cooking away. The sausage meat has got Stilton in it as well. They like Stilton, so that they should enjoy that. So that's going to go in the pie. Once that's cooked a little bit more, I'm going to chuck that in, put the pastry on top and put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. I need to wash up some potatoes. We dug these up from the garden yesterday, so they're going to have just a few potatoes and some peas with their pie tonight. Morning. Today is Friday, and every Friday we have movie night and I make a sourdough pizza. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to prepare the sourdough now. This evening it will be ready to cook, and it will only take 15 minutes to cook. So it's a lovely, quick, simple dinner to have on a Friday evening.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden.
This is going to be enough for a lot of pizza. This will be easily feeding 8 people, 8 adults. We usually have people come round on movie night, so this does feed a lot of people. So we've got the water, the sourdough starter, the flour, and then last of all we just need some salt and some olive oil. So I need about a tablespoon of salt and about 2 tablespoons, no sorry, about 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Then when the dough is all mixed together and formed into a ball, then I'm just going to leave that with a tea towel covering the bowl until I'm ready to make dinner this evening. So it's 9 o'clock now, and we will probably start cooking at about 5 or 6 this evening. But the timings aren't specific. It's just leave it for the day and it will be fine.
Laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and a hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden. Golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden. I'll follow only golden.
So I'm just making the pizza sauce now. So I've got some tomato puree in there, some garlic, salt, oregano, black pepper, and a bit of paprika. I'm not sure if there are the sourdough pizzas. I'm not going to win any awards for presentation, but there we go. I was in a rush and that's how it ended up. Today I was in such a rush I didn't get to film me cooking this at all, but it's just a roast dinner, roast chicken, potatoes and peas with lots of butter on, and a gravy made with bone broth. Good morning. So today I'm preparing the children's dinner. I'm preparing some of it now in the morning before I have my breakfast, and I think that is the thing about cooking from scratch. That's the biggest difference between cooking from scratch and having more ready-made convenient meals or food. The difference is that you need to put more time into preparing and planning ahead. Last night I started making the sourdough for the rolls that they're going to have with their soup tonight, and they're going to have chicken soup. So I've got 2 chickens that I'm just about to put into the oven. One is for their chicken soup and another one is for I'm using some of it for a recipe for myself and my husband, because we're on the carnivore diet. I'm going to be experimenting making a quiche crust with a combination of chicken and other things, but if you want to see that video, that would be the video before this one, if you're interested in any of the carnivore recipes that we use. But anyway, back to the children's dinner. So tonight they're going to have chicken soup, and I want them to have sourdough rolls with the chicken soup. So started the sourdough last night, going to cook the chickens now. Got some bone broth out of the freezer this morning, which will be the base of the chicken soup. Make my own bone broth and freeze it in batches, so that's nice and convenient. And then I'm doing double the mixture for the sourdough buns, so that they can have half today with their chicken soup and then half tomorrow with some burgers. So I took out 2 packs of beef mince for tomorrow, and then I'll make them their burgers. So there's always a bit more thinking ahead when you cook from scratch. Yeah, you constantly need to be thinking a day ahead, really. That's my top tip for cooking from scratch, is plan ahead, try and do double batches of things, put some things in the freezer, so on days when you're in a rush you have got things there ready. I'm just putting together all the elements that I prepared earlier on to make the chicken soup. So I've got the bone broth in here, but first of all I sautéed an onion, a clove of garlic, some celery. Then I added the chicken and the bone broth and a little bit of diced potato. So I'm just waiting for the potato to cook through, and then I'm going to blend that up in the Vitamix. So I've left all the chicken skin on because that's so good and healthy for the children to have anyway. And once it's blended, they won't even know it's in there. They love chicken skin anyway, but you know what I mean. But I am very aware of the oxalates in the vegetables because I am on the carnivore diet myself. So I still want to give the children a balanced diet. So I am including a few vegetables in their meals, but not many. But whenever I do use vegetables, I make sure that I provide them with some calcium with that, because the calcium draws the oxalates out. So I have added cream into here as well, and I sautéed the onions and garlic and celery in butter. So that's kind of how I'm dealing with the oxalates at the moment, because I am reading this book. It's called Toxic Superfoods. It's by Sally K. Norton, and it's all about how bad oxalates are for you and how they're making everybody sick. So I am very conscious of what I'm doing here, but at the same time I'm trying to keep a balanced diet, trying to just get that healthy balance. And whatever I do, people are going to criticise me. If I put them on a 100% carnivore diet, people would criticise me. If I give my children a few vegetables with something with calcium, I'm probably still going to get criticised, whatever I do. But this is what I feel is best for my children. If you don't think that it's the right thing, then obviously don't do that for your children. I'm just saying what I'm doing for my children, and hopefully it's the right thing for my children. And also, whenever I give my children things like bread, I always make sourdough bread. Again, I am trying to do my best, but keep that balanced diet. Good evening. So I'm going to be using the sourdough rolls that I made yesterday, or sourdough buns, for burgers today. So I am using this organic beef mince to make the burgers, and this is the burger press that I use. And I'm going to be doing some chips with that, or fries as you say in America, with using organic potatoes. I deep fry the chips in beef tallow. So I just get my deep fat fryer and I buy the blocks of beef dripping. You can get them anywhere, and melt that into my deep fat fryer. A lot healthier than seed oils, or you could also use lard as well. So first of all, I'm going to get on with peeling the potatoes. I'm in a big rush because I'm running behind. I'm late starting dinner because it's been busy day, like always. So it is 4:45 now, and we usually have dinner at about 5:30, so it's a bit late to be starting, but never mind.
Just a dream, just all in my head. Floating rivers upstream, the things that you said. Tell me and be honest. Tell me, did you know that you would believe in me just like the winners know?
soak the potatoes in the water for about 10 minutes just to remove some of the starch, and that helps the chips get a bit more crispy. But I will completely dry them off before I fry them.
Leaving me so painfully quiet and slow. I try my best to move on, to let go. Time is a healer, just you wait and see. The problem is for me, I need an eternity. So tell me and be honest, tell me did you know that you would be leaving me just like the winter snow? Tell me and be honest, tell me should I've known that you'd be leaving me so painfully quiet and slow. I try my best to move on, letting go. Just like the winter snow. Tell me and be honest, tell me should I've known that you'd be leaving me so painfully quiet and slow.
Good evening. So the plan for the dinner for the children tonight is meatballs. I've got this Brussels and smoked bacon sausage meat, so I'm going to roll that up into some meatballs, fry it so it's browned on the outside, then put them in the oven so they're properly cooked through. And I'm going to make some mashed potato to go with that, and like a gravy which I'm going to make from the bone broth. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that all now. So I've rolled the sausage meat into some balls roughly the same size, and I've melted some lard on the hot plate thing there to fry them on. And now I'm just going to brown them on the outside and then put them into the oven. So now the butter's melted, I'll add in a little bit of the sourdough starter. And mix that to make the roux so that the sauce is going to be a bit thicker. Now I'm going to start adding a bit of the bone broth. And if you just gradually add in a bit at a time, then you won't have any lumps at the end. Now the potatoes are cooked, I'm going to add some butter. Nice big chunk of butter. And I don't have a potato masher at the moment, so I think I gave my other one to someone else. I need to get something. Another sort of potato masher or potato ricer, but So at the moment, I just smash up the potatoes a bit with my fork. Again, I always like to add something with calcium if I'm feeding the children vegetables, so that it's not quite so bad, because the calcium will help pull out the oxalates. Today has been an exceptionally busy day. We've done our homeschool and our usual stuff during the day, and then later this afternoon I took the children to go and play at the farm with a Waldorf co-op group that we've just started. So I've literally just got back from that. So I've had to do a really quick dinner because I've got to take the boys out to their cadets later on this evening. So it's not the best meal today, but it's fine. So today we have got some sausages, baked beans and some boiled potatoes, which have been smashed up a little bit with loads of butter and a bit of salt. And these are the beans that we used today. And I forgot to mention that those are good quality sausages that we got from the local farm. So it's okay, it's not bad. So it is actually quite a decent meal.